Your life is like a bad football team. You constantly settle for field goals because you're scared of going for the touchdown. You run it up the middle on first down. You run it up the middle on second down. You run it up the middle on third down. And then you throw a Hail Mary into the stands on fourth. You play not to lose, and you lose every time. Every season is the same. Mediocre record, no playoff hopes, just enough wins to avoid rock bottom, but never enough to matter. You're perpetually 7-10, stuck in the middle, too scared to tank and rebuild, too timid to go all in and compete. The internal culture is even worse than it looks from the outside. Every decision you make is like an argument between the coach and offensive coordinator, and no one is happy with the results. Your head says one thing, your gut says another, and by the time you've debated it internally, the play clock has expired and you're taking a delay of game penalty. Players don't like each other, just like you don't like yourself. The locker room is toxic. Everyone's pointing fingers, blaming each other for the losses, but nobody's looking in the mirror. Instead of trying, you take the sack. Instead of taking a shot, you take a knee. You'd rather run out the clock than risk an interception, even though you're already losing. The game plan is predictable. Everyone in the stadium knows what you're going to do before you do it. Your opponents have you figured out. They know you'll fold under pressure, that you'll abandon the run when you're down by 7, that you'll panic in the fourth quarter and make the same mistakes you always make. You've become so risk-averse that you've eliminated any chance of success. Conservative play calling, safe decisions, no creativity, no adjustments, just the same tired playbook you've been running for years, hoping somehow this time it'll work differently. It never does. The fans are sick of it, just like your friends are sick of you. They show up out of obligation, not excitement. They've stopped believing in comebacks because you've conditioned them to expect disappointment. The stadium is half empty by halftime. The people who once cheered for you now boo, or worse, they don't react at all. Apathy has replaced anger. You've become irrelevant, a punchline, the team nobody takes seriously. And you know it. You feel it every time you step on the field, every time you look up at the empty seats and realize nobody cares anymore. You need to rebuild, to retool, to realign, but instead you keep drafting players who don't work out and spending money trying to fix the problem with free agents that offer nothing but diminishing returns. You bring in the same types of people, make the same types of choices, expect different results. You patch holes instead of addressing the foundation. You sign aging veterans past their prime, hoping their name recognition will mask your fundamental problems. You draft based on need instead of talent, reaching for players who'll never develop, who'll be out of the league in 3 years. Your front office is incompetent, your scouting department is asleep, and your ownership, well, that's you, and you have no idea what you're doing. Every off-season you promise change. This year will be different, you say. We've got a new scheme, new energy, new commitment. But when the season starts, it's the same old story, same conservative game plan, same predictable play calling, same fourth quarter collapses. You're stuck in a cycle of mediocrity, too proud to admit you need to blow it all up and start over, too scared to actually commit to winning. So you stay in purgatory, not good enough to compete, not bad enough to get the high draft picks that could save you. If you were a football team, you should fire the coach, release the players, and sell the franchise. Start fresh, clean house, admit it's not working and move on. But you're stuck with yourself, stuck with every open field you don't see, stuck with every play you miss, stuck with every teammate who shouldn't be there. You can't trade yourself away or cut yourself from the roster. You're the coach, The quarterback, the owner, and the entire dysfunctional organization rolled into one. And until you're willing to admit that the problem isn't the playbook or the personnel, it's the entire culture you've built, you'll keep losing. Week after week, year after year, the same predictable, preventable losses. And the worst part? You'll keep showing up, keep running the same plays, keep settling for field goals when you need touchdowns, because that's what bad teams do. They survive. They don't win.